Okay, yes, letting us know. It's be a live stream.
I don't know what had happened. It's been 2 years since I had the show,
Oh, don't say that.
and this is how
This
we
how
do
we
it
do.
Do
on
on
the Donna
another
show.
minute.
On the Donna Smith show.
On another minute.
Hey, are we on?
Hey, yes, we are
Happening,
alive.
everybody? What happened? Are we live? Let me tell y'all something. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Donna Smith Table Talk Show. Let me tell you guys, it has been a challenge. I'm telling you, with making sure that we could all come together. Last week, I was having issues with technical issues with no screen. You couldn't see me at all. This week, I'm not really happy with the settings of the video, but we're going to leave it right there. Mr. JJ Shepard helped me through some things. Girl is good with a whole lot of stuff, but when it comes to technical, it's kind of a challenge, okay? But anyway, I want to welcome you guys to Table Talk with Donna Smith Live. My panel this evening so far is JJ Shepard and Gareth Zakor. They are here. We have been, first of all, let's apologize. I have not been on for a few weeks. Last week I said, we was having technical. Before that, I've been in and out of the studio time and stuff like that, and it's been a conflict. But we're going to try to get back on track. And I just want you guys to know you are appreciated. I thank you so much for being a part of what I do. And I do want to say that anything that we do discuss, talk about, share, opinions, things of that nature are not meant to offend anyone. We're just having some really good grown fun, and nothing is scripted. It's just off the top of the head, and we just bring it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't that right, panel? We just bring it.
Yeah.
And if you
Yeah,
ever
yeah.
are interested in joining in, please do. This is streaming live on YouTube. Also, if you'd like to be a part of the Zoom, you're always welcome. It's not limited to just a few people. Anybody can come on and be a part of it. I know some are better behind the keyboard instead of on the screen, and I get it. It's all good. But just like, share, subscribe, be a part of it, and welcome once again. How is everyone? And before we get started, what do we do? I
We
ain't
gotta do
forgot.
our toast. We gotta do our
No.
We
toast.
gotta do our toast to the
Yeah.
hostess with the mostest, which is Donna Smith, aka Lady D. Hold up them glass, gentlemen. Click.
I'm holding up a nice mason jar here. Clink, clink.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mason jar. You know
Hmm.
what? I haven't seen one of them in a while. They usually have them in the dollar stores. You can
Oh,
find
this
them in the dollar.
this a pasta sauce jar. They
Oh,
make it in their mason jars, and then you can rinse them out real good, wash them out real good, and turn them into your
mm-hmm.
purse. I have a whole bunch of them. That saves me from going to the Dollar Tree. I already bought me a glass. It's the spaghetti jar.
Well, they used to use those like for making jelly and jam and
Absolutely.
the old school old folks.
Sauces,
Granny, great
preserves.
granny,
Absolutely.
they make those preservatives, those jams, those what are those it was something else my grandmother used to make. Mince meat, something mince, something they used to go in it, but it goes way back. And I growing up in the projects and stuff, we would drink out of whatever we could to get a glass, and those make good drinking glasses. When you
Yeah.
want to drink your Kool-Aid,
There's a Kool-Aid glass right
that's
here. That's what you
right. You
do.
want to
There's a
make your
Kool-Aid glass.
Kool-Aid. Y'all know, I know y'all hear me out
This
there.
they
Kool-Aid.
say this is a southern thing, but this is a hood thing. This
That's
ain't no. This ain't limited to the dirty south. This is
but you know
it.
what? Let me take my headsets off. You guys, I'm gonna tell you something. I like Bluetooth. I really do. And I like them. I have some earbuds for my Samsung, the little almond shape. They go in your ear, but they always fall out. And I spent a little
Hmm.
a little grip for the things, and I'm always dropping them, and it pisses me off because these things cost so much, but they don't stay in your ear comfortably all the time, right? So I got some that got the little hook on it,
Yeah.
and this hook is a little too thick. And then I end up trying to be fancy and get a color. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's not black. It's like a purplish, light purple lavender color. And
Okay.
them suckers stand out like I don't know what in my ear, right? Everybody know you got something in your ear, so I'm not feeling it. And then the range is not too cool. I can walk down the hall and I lose, the reception. So I'm still looking for some good ones. If anybody, somebody told me about, I forget what they're called, but they're these kind that sit on top of your ear. They don't go in your ear, and they work off of your ear waves or something like that.
You would think after 100 years of, you know, headphones that they would come out with something, especially with all this AI and all this other technology going on, that they would come up with something that is viable for us to use and just be hidden away and we don't lose it or something like that.
Yeah, and
Um,
the thing is, if you're gonna be charging, because I was at Costco and the shout out to Costco, y'all be getting my money.
mhm.
Y'all be getting my money. I ain't lying. But I was in Costco and they got all these fancy earbuds and bass. I mean, boom, 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 JVC, all kinds, and they are like $189, $200. Some of them for just a little thing to go in your ear that can fall out, and that's why people be freaking out when they lose one of them. You know, because they're so expensive. So if they came up with
That's
something,
that. That's why I stick to these old trusty dusties right here. Twenty
oh yeah,
dollars.
you like them just how much?
$20 at Walgreens. They're
Are you
JVC regular headphones. Yep, they sound good.
what?
This is what I mix my beats on with these.
But
Hmm.
see, when I'm in yeah, I like those kind in the studio and things like that. But can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
sound perfect.
yeah,
Okay, good,
yeah.
because I was gonna turn on my other microphone, but if you can hear me, wonderful. I was going to, um, oh, like when I'm in the gym,
Hmm.
I need something that's secure, but that's not too bulky, right? Because I
Yeah, this too bulky. I brought these in the gym and I looked a fool. Everybody got earbuds, and I'm the only one in
they
there
got
with some hip.
earbuds.
I'm the only one, and I stood. I was trying to be under the radar, but I stand out because I got these big old headphones.
Yeah,
But I gotta have my sound, and I like to shut people out. Like the earbuds don't do it for me.
yeah.
I still hear people's farts.
You can still hear. You can still hear. Yeah, yeah. And I'm gonna tell you, I have uh due to all kinds of stuff, I hadn't been in the gym for a minute, and I had a pretty good schedule going at first. And then so I called myself starting back last week. So I went in there Tuesday, and I this is my care to share. You guys can chime in next if you got anything to share. I called myself going in there to do a little something, and I felt really good just doing, I don't do a lot of cardio, but I like to start off on the treadmill. So
Hmm.
get me going, get stuff pumping. So I did 15, 20 minutes treadmill only. And then I go and I do my little pull down weights and my little weights for the thighs and the
Hmm.
abduction and adduction and all this stuff pushing the weight. But I was feeling good doing it. Those are the things I usually work out with when I'm in there too. And I'm gonna tell you, Wednesday night, Thursday morning, a sister could not. I was walking at work like, oh,
Yeah.
everything was hurting me. I was like, oh my God, what happened? So I overdid myself. And then, they say when you and chime in, you guys, to give me some information on this, but they say no pain, no gain. So if you get a little pain, don't stop. Keep going. But then I had people telling me you need to rest for a few days and then go back because you shocked your muscles by kind of doing
Yeah.
much, right? So by Friday I was feeling better. So I'm gonna try it again this Tuesday. And I guess I need to just take it light, right? For the first few
Right.
weeks, just kind of don't
Yeah.
even if I feel like I can do more, just take it slow because I was really hurting.
I would say do what fits best for you. If you feel like you need to soak afterwards, do that. If you feel like you need to take a couple of days, do that because people have really injured themselves at the gym, and there's no set rules because everyone's body is different.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not a professional. I go on my own volition, and I look at training videos and stuff like that, and I go by what I feel comfortable with. If I feel like I'm doing too much, that's when I stop and I just move on
Yeah.
to something else. So that's possible for you as well. Just take some time out. If that's what you feel
Yeah.
like doing. I know I don't like waking up with a hurt back. Like
Man,
it
everything
wasn't
was
doing
hurt.
this last week.
My thighs was hurting in the
Yeah.
inside, like I had been riding a horse, right? And I
Right.
say, Donna, now you know doggone well, because I was getting it. That one where you open and close your legs and the weights
Yeah.
up and down, I was getting it. And it was like at
Hmm.
50 pounds, and then I put it up to 85. I was getting it, but the next I felt it. I was like,
It's a lot.
you woke up the muscles. So my word of advice, and then advice I need too, with somebody starting back, because I had it down like science. But take it slow, build up. If your muscles have been resting for a minute for whatever reason, you gotta get things back in gear again. And like JJ just mentioned, you could have a torn ligament or all kinds of
Hmm.
injuries that can mess you up by doing too much. But the gym thing is something else. It is. I mean, I've had a journey over the last two almost 3 years of weight loss and maintaining and trying to get on the bandwagon with lifestyle changes. I don't exercise as much as I know I should. Um, and some exercise go hard to lose weight, some exercise for the cardio, and some exercise just to stay in shape. It's not always to lose weight. Like I'm not trying to lose any. I don't need to lose nothing else right now. I need to hold on to every little thing I got right now, right? But I don't need nothing to go bye-bye no more. Stay. But I do want to tone some and firm up, because when you lose a lot of weight, and for those of you that don't know, I lost about 115 pounds or something like that. I lost a whole me. And so depending on where your weight was uh the heaviest is where you're gonna be left with a lot of flabby skin and stuff like that. And that's why you have people going afterwards trying to get tummy tucks and skin removals and BBLs and all kinds of stuff to help get rid of some of that fat. And I was told, I don't know how true this is. If anybody know, let me know. Um, you can lift weights and do all that in the gym, but it's not gonna get rid of that flab. Is that true?
Like I said, everybody's body is different. So certain exercises that you do, I wish I could demonstrate what exercises, but certain certain focused exercises get rid of certain areas, if that makes any sense. So consistent, focused type of exercises gets rid of certain areas that you might be
So if
concerned
I
about.
focus on my abs
Yeah, like
while I'm working out, it's gonna tone
there's
those
certain
muscles
yeah, that's
in your
going to tone
abs.
those areas absolutely. And
But
then
if a
that.
person has lost, and I've seen it, some people who have lost 150 plus pounds and they used to have all the gut. And so they got all this hangy skin. That's why they suggest weight loss operations, skin removals, and stuff because you can do some toning and stuff like that. But depending on the percentage of skin that you have there, you may never really get that six pack with that skin unless you have some of that stuff taken off, you know?
I got a little baller gut. I ain't worried about it. If it's a little flab right there, I know somebody that like
You got a little puff
it.
puff. Hey,
And yeah, I got a little puff up. I know somebody that like
ain't nothing wrong with it.
it.
As long as
Ain't
you know
no hey,
somebody that like it and
hey.
you know. But it's crazy because as you get older and wherever you're, because everybody got different spots that hold the weight more. You got everybody's different. Like you say, some get the stomach, some get the thighs and the butt.
Mm-hmm.
Some men too get flabby breast areas. Their chest turns into little chi-chis. You know what I mean? And it don't mean that he's, won't chi-chi. I see you, JJ. I see. Um, Gareth ain't sure it. Gareth say that's all right. Y'all ain't gonna never see that part of me. I ain't. But not every man gets those, but that's fat. And wherever fat is going to develop, you're gonna get it. So some get it. And I guess that's why some men be in the gym working on a lot of weights and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Those what you call chest bench presses and
Yeah.
all that
No,
stuff.
no. If I don't keep working on this, they're gonna turn into some chi chis. So I got to make sure these look right. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they will,
Yeah.
won't they?
They will. Yep. They'll turn into some big old chi chis.
Have you had that problem before? Where they,
No, no, thank God.
but
And
you
nothing against
but
other. I
you,
know some people that have had that problem, and nothing against them. What a
yeah,
journey! What a journey they've had to go through.
that's right, that's right. Well, I say let's just keep doing the
Hey,
best.
maybe they know somebody that like it. They
That's
good. Maybe.
There is somebody for everybody that likes everything about that somebody. Okay, and what's not good for one could be good for another. You know what I mean?
That's right.
You gotta like it and be comfortable with the skin that you're in first. And if somebody is really into you, it's not gonna matter that you got a little. Cause I this one woman, she told me this guy was at her real tough, and he had a lot going on and really well put together. But she said he not big enough. I like fluffy men. I like big men.
Hmm.
And I'm like, wow. And I said, well, what does that have to do with it? She said, I just like big men. He has to be, over 200 pounds, over 250 pounds. I said, oh my.
Check.
Yeah, so
Oh
that was
my.
her thing. So anybody under that just didn't have a chance with homegirl. But everybody like what they like, right?
Everybody like what they like.
So what's going on with y'all? Care to share what's been going on with you? We have not come together in a minute. Um, has anything new and exciting, or is it just pretty much the same
I,
bang?
uh, I have some great things on the way that I've been working on. I'm disappointed that TikTok might be getting shut down, but that's not going to stop me as a content creator.
Wait, hold on. I heard a little something about that. Did they say about when this may happen?
Well, they made a big old deal about it a couple of weeks ago, but what's happening is it's on pause right now as certain entities review the full scope of what the bill that they're trying to pass
Okay.
entails. So we're waiting to see. We're just waiting to see what's. We'll probably find out maybe this week, um, because they're learning that they stand to lose a lot of small businesses.
Uh-huh.
There's a lot of small businesses on TikTok, and so it wasn't just about people dancing on there to copyrighted music. You're actually learning things on there that you're not going to hear about on the news or you're not going to learn in school. And it's a major deal.
Well,
Uh,
have they said in any way some of the reasons? I mean, is it because it's getting a little too raunchy, they feel, or
the main thing that they were focusing on that I've noticed on a lot of these news outlets is they're mostly talking about privacy and possibly Chinese spying on Americans. But you know, let's keep it 100. A lot of these apps are, the American apps are spying on their own citizens. And we don't have privacy across the board, but that goes with YouTube and Google and Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat, all of them. Did we lose? Did we lose you, Miss Donna?
No, I'm here. Can you see
Oh,
me?
okay. Your screen went away. I was like, what's going on?
No, I just made the screen wider. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. No, you're good. So we're coming to learn that we're getting a lot of, us as citizens, we're getting a lot of resistance because we feel empowered to go and educate ourselves, and we're gonna not take this crap from the corporations like Kellogg's telling us to eat cereal for dinner. We're not gonna take them lying to us about what's going on in our
Hey,
government and
hold
things
up.
like
I
that.
didn't hear this. Let's
Yeah,
rewind. You
yeah.
said Kellogg's is telling us to eat cereal for dinner.
Oh yeah, there's a boycott of Kellogg cereal right now because the CEO had the nerve to tell people, he's a billionaire by the way. He had the nerve to tell people um, to eat cereal for dinner to save money because the economy's so bad right now and people aren't able to afford groceries. They have to choose between groceries or rent, and he's like, he pulled out of they referenced, somebody said let him eat cake. He pulled from that reference by saying let him eat cereal for dinner. And so Kellogg's is not doing so well right now. They're even trying to give away some of their cereal for free, and nobody's buying it. And that's what you get. Should have kept your mouth closed. Should have learned where your bread was buttered. And he's a billionaire. He's not going to lose that much money, but he might have to step down and somebody else do some rebranding. We'll see.
Yeah.
2024 is full of a lot of truths and coming to light, and I'm looking forward to seeing more of that. And a lot of people standing up to that was just evil.
Yeah.
let's just call it what it is. That's just evil. That's the wrong thing to say at a time like this.
It sure is. I mean, I had to rewind on that because I'm like,
Yeah. Hmm.
are you?
Yeah. Hmm. 2024 coming through with a bang.
See,
It's not even April yet.
it ain't even April.
It ain't even April.
We ain't even halfway through, and it's going down.
Right.
It's going down from
So
politics to celebrity gossip to, I mean, every thing is just off the chain. And
Miss Donna, you was freezing a little bit. It could be me. Maybe they tried to shut up my connection because I said too much.
yeah, they trying to get you.
They trying to get me.
Can you see me,
Yeah,
Gary?
yeah, I can see.
Yeah.
It
It was
says
a little glitch.
internet is unstable.
Yeah,
It could be because I'm trying to charge up. Remember, I said the battery was low.
Yeah, it's a glitch in the matrix.
These are things that we have to, when it comes to, you know, computers and live streaming and whatever and all this stuff. You got to make sure your stuff is charged up, juiced up, ready to go. We don't know when we're gonna lose power, and then when you log on to do something very important like the show, and your
Yeah,
battery is low, it's like, oh my god, I had all day to charge this dang on thing, and it's
yeah.
right now, but.
I
We
got my stuff on charger right now too. You ain't alone in this one.
I know we gonna get through it.
We
Gary,
gonna
you
get through
good?
it.
What's going on with you? You okay?
I'm good. I'm good.
You good?
Yeah.
Wifey good? Everything
And
good?
then yeah.
The cat good?
And then yeah.
Okay. The cat
That's
ain't
what's up.
no the
And
cat
then
ain't
yeah.
no kittens, is it?
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Left.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep. I
you
know
got
that's right.
clips or whatever.
Hmm.
So
I
Yeah.
know that's right.
that's a dude cat or a girl cat?
Nine.
Oh, a guy.
Yeah.
So you get him clipped so his little thing he can't
Oh yeah,
Right.
they'll rebel against you. They'll run away
so
from
when you get
home.
him clipped, enlighten me because I'm not a cat. I don't have pets like that. But
Yeah.
when you get them snipped or lip nipped or whatever you do they still have relations?
They ain't knew nothing.
Oh, can't nothing go in. So
Nah.
they snipped the whole little thing off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's cruel.
From what I learned, I thought they just removed the testicles, not the other, not
You
the.
sure they do they take the
Yeah,
testicles off or do they take the thingy off?
Ning.
They took the thingy off of yours?
Yeah.
Well, JJ,
oh.
maybe, JJ, maybe times have changed.
You see my face, right?
Uh-huh. Maybe I'm
Let me
starting to,
clutch my pearls for
hey,
Mr. Cat over there.
I'm starting to feel kind of sensitive for the cats now. I'm gonna be feeding the cat tuna fish outside because I'm feeling bad. I thought that they just it's called new, right? Okay,
No.
so they
Uh,
get new, right? And
Yeah.
I thought
where
that
my
that
phone
just
at?
meant, just like men who gets can't have kids no more, they go in, hey Cordell.
What's
Um,
good, Cordell?
I didn't know they cut the whole pecker decker off.
Yeah.
Cordell,
Let me. Yeah, I'm about to look. I'm about to look it up right now in California.
we just caring to share. We looking into the facts
Ooh.
about cats being neutered. Do you have a cat? I don't know if he can hear me. Hello, hello, hello.
He's probably trying to get his mic together real quick.
Yeah, turn
Yeah,
your.
I'm up. I'm ready to go.
Oh, you ain't playing. You got some modern stuff. Hey, do you have a cat?
No cats, no dogs, no goldfish, no hamsters, no roommates, no
None of that.
ex-girlfriends.
No ex,
Just
no
me.
ex-girlfriend problems. No bugaboos. None of that, huh?
Just me.
According to this a pet hospital in San Francisco, a small incision removes is in the they remove the testicles only. They don't remove the penis. So
Oh, so
yeah,
Garrett,
You trying to
you
get your
need
cat
to you
neutered?
need to examine your cat down there because he still got
yeah
one.
they yeah
He
they
still
don't
got
remove the
a
penis.
pecker, but what they did, according to what JJ just said,
It- yeah, I had to research that. I was like,
is they removed
Getting your
the
cat neutered?
testicles
Yeah.
because the testicles is what carries the little
Burn.
Oh.
comes through the penis to
Yeah.
and impregnate. So if you don't have the testicles to do all that, then it ain't happening. But I guess he can still use his tool
Yeah.
to do something.
Yeah.
Because I be
Man.
hearing these cats, they be howling and screaming out there. But I guess if you've been neutered, you gonna do it, but you can't get nobody pregnant.
Right.
Like
Wow.
having like having the never mind.
What? Vasectomy?
Yes, ma'am.
So when you have a am I saying it right? Bisectomy, when you have that
Vasectomy.
same thing with
Yes.
you guys, you're left with your tool and you can still have relations, but you just can't make a baby.
That's
allegedly,
correct.
because there's been cases where men got a vasectomy and they still got a woman pregnant. So um,
Hmm.
there have been cases where that happened. They were
Really?
like, but I got my tube tied. What's going on?
Well, there's
You the
been
baby, you the baby daddy.
Yeah,
um
yeah.
You the big
So
daddy.
it's to lessen the possibility.
because women
Yeah.
who get tubes tied, some it has been where they still have gotten pregnant too.
They still got pregnant after the tube
They,
time. I've heard of that too.
they married them. They married them.
Yeah, they clip and burn them. They clip them, burn them, but now they're doing a little bit more because they were tying them at one point, and I guess they could come untied after a period. The loop comes untied, and women was getting pregnant. But you know, any birth control method is not 100%. Um, you know, to keep you from getting pregnant. There's still that 1 point something or 0 point.
Yep, you could break the condom.
You know, even with condoms, they burst, they break,
Yep.
um I know somebody who had women, they can get what they call an IUD placed up, and that's supposed to keep them from getting pregnant. They got pregnant anyway. So
Mm-hmm.
um
The baby came out like, what's this?
actually they had to go in before the baby was born.
I was just kidding.
Out, but I'm just saying,
I only kid.
you know, you get this kind of stuff done thinking, you know, okay, I'm all good, you know. But I mean, I guess one of the worst things would be if you are one that just don't want kids or just don't want any more kids, and you go through this big deal of operation to make that happen that alters the rest of your life, and then you still have a kid. That's wow.
Yeah.
You know. And then can you imagine the attacks that one puts on their mate, because the first thing they gonna say is, I can't have no kids. You
Mm-hmm.
must have been messing around. That ain't my baby, because I got fixed some years ago.
Yep, that's what DNA tests are for.
Yeah.
You can really get to the bottom of it.
So it's a personal thing, but that's something else. But so Gareth is cool. JJ, we talked about your thing. Cordell, you got anything you wanna?
No, ma'am.
You just here. I love
Oh,
you.
That's it.
I know I want to thank you for last week. I know I put you and Gareth through the rigmarole trying to figure out how to get my face up here on the screen.
yeah.
And y'all hung in there with a sister. Y'all hung in there.
Yeah, I heard it was horrible.
It was horrible. It was horrible for me. It was horrible.
uh, I wouldn't have been of use to you last week because I was really, really drunk.
Oh,
So
So Donna,
oh Lord. Yeah, we
Donna,
can't
what
tell them get drunk.
yeah, I
resolved
was
your
drunk.
issue?
Well, I ended up calling my computer guy that actually ended up getting me this computer. And this is a Dell. I didn't have a Dell before. And apparently the camera right here at the top of the screen, there is a little shutter that you can push to the side to open up the lens. So the camera was already set up and everything was hooked up as I was checking in the settings, but the lens was covered. So he told me just to slide it back, which I didn't even know it was up there.
Remember, I said someone was blocking. I did say that. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's good to know.
I was blocking. I'm like, huh? Because I see the little dot up here with the little camera. But it's just a little thing. You just slide it. You can't really see it. You got to kind of put your finger up there and it slides. I
Yeah.
did that. And I mean, I woke up like 5 in the morning and it was on my mind because, you know, after we got off last week, I just kept going back and forth with it, logging on, trying to figure this out because I don't like things to beat me, right? I got to figure out what the problem is. And then I
Right.
woke up about 5 in the morning and I say, you know what? He's going to have to take this computer back because we got to be able to do our shows. I can't be going through this.
Right.
And I hit him up and he was wide awake and he was like, well, Lady D, did you move the shutter button? I said, what shutter button? He said, at the top of the screen, just push it and see if that works. If that don't work, call me back. I pushed that, logged in. There I was, bright as day, big as day, face all there. And I felt so much better. I say, okay, so now I know. But the horrible thing about having to replace a computer, especially when you go into a different kind, is the learning curve sometimes. I mean, this is Windows 11. It's kind of different, where certain things are, how to maneuver. And so I just wish I had my old baby back. But this is working. I'm thankful, and it's a better computer and everything. But man, try to protect. I guess sooner or later, I had that computer 6 years. I guess that's about time, right?
Well, I've had mine for about the same, and it's still ticking.
Yours
I
still
just
ticking?
I just leave it. It's around right here. I just leave it sitting here on the desk.
And you
And
don't.
I got one that my MacBook right here is still ticking too. This one is 14 years old.
Wow. Yeah, they say Mac has don't get a lot of viruses and stuff like the regular PC. Mac is different with that. I don't know what the difference is, why they don't get these viruses and spywares and all this stuff, but I mean, I don't know. The
Well,
learning.
they're starting to. Hackers are on the prowl this year. Everything getting hacked. I just found out Roku got hacked. 15,000 accounts got compromised. Credit cards. So it's everything getting hacked. You got Facebook, all the social media. You got MGM got hacked this year. So
And they
nothing's
send you
exempt.
these emails for stuff like your stars or your Tubi or whatever accounts you have, and they'll send these emails and say your account, even with your Amazon, sometime your account is. I think they did that with my Zelly. Your account is about to be deactivated or something like that. We need you to click on this link and submit your information and your credit card.
Oh wow.
They must think I'm loosey goosey.
Yeah.
Then you click on Zelle or whoever the site is, and you still got your account is still active.
Yeah, you don't want to click the email now. We want to be aware of that. Is you want
Yeah,
to call your bank and make sure.
that's
If you
right.
feel some type of way, call your bank and talk to a teller. Go up to the bank if you really feel some type of way. Talk to a human being. Um, there's other ways to go about it without putting your software at risk and your hardware.
Trust me.
You could lose your new computer messing around.
You sure can. And
So
some of them are
yeah,
full time at home YouTube. I mean, uh, cyber,
hackers,
cyber
yeah,
scammers,
cyber criminals, exactly.
criminals, and that's what they do for a living. And unfortunately, when you're not focused or they get, my concern, and I really feel bad for people who are not like tech savvy or don't know much, but like the elderly,
Yeah.
kind of sometimes know how to have an email address or whatever, but they're not really on top of all this stuff that's going on out here, and they give up information and they get
Well,
them. So
they just look for help. They want help. They want somebody to guide them and show them the way. People they can vent to. So it's
yeah.
unfortunate.
Absolutely.
So if you have elders that you can enlighten, educate, or help
I
them.
do. I got a few of them. They got the new iPhones and everything. I don't have an iPhone, but I'm gonna have to help them.
I mean, just like the iPhone, some of the people that come to the job and they use to pay for things and they use Apple Pay. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm like they just click on their phone and scan something up there and I I'm like, wow, I don't know if I would like that, but I don't know. What do you think about that Apple Pay?
I don't like it, but it's convenient. I use Google Pay, which is pretty much the same thing. I use it when I use the Lime scooter. It's just convenient. I don't have to have my wallet on me.
Yeah.
There's downsides to it because anybody could just hack your stuff. You run the risk of that.
I
So
mean, even if
you
your
gotta be
phone is
you gotta be
passed coded.
stock your bank account, log onto your don't just do the app. Go on your computer and log onto the website and go check your bank account. and make sure those transactions are used. You
You're
know,
absolutely right. You're absolutely
you
right.
got to be in control of your finances, and that's one way to make sure is to be on top of it on on a regular basis.
And we have got to, enlighten and share what we know, our knowledge to the next person and help one another because some people, like I say, are not as aware
Or not
as,
as savvy.
yeah, they not
Yeah,
tech savvy, they not aware.
yeah.
And Mr. Cordell, let me get a puff of that cigar,
Yeah,
my
that cigar look nice. I want a cigar.
what's the occasion?
and I
What's the
and I got
occasion?
breathing problems. That look nice.
Hey, there's no occasion. Just I'm getting to a point in my life where I gotta just enjoy what I can while I can. So take
That is the
advantage of
occasion.
Hey, what
it.
kind of cigars do you smoke?
Olivas,
Oh,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
I don't know about them, but
you'll like them.
That looked like a cigar you smoke in a nice fancy leather chair with a suit on and you sit back.
I'm not.
that,
I'm not sitting in a leather chair tonight. So
that looked nice.
So do you smoke a whole one like you smoke a cigarette? What?
yes, ma'am.
You smoke a whole cigar like you would smoke a
Yeah, it
whole?
takes about an hour.
Because cigars is bigger, so I'm just thinking it
Takes
takes
about
about
an hour. Takes about an hour, but you don't inhale it. Mr. Clinton didn't inhale. I had a puff and I didn't inhale it.
Hey, but check this out. So every time
I did not touch that lady. I did not have sex with that lady.
did
I did
not
not
have
have sex with that
sexual
woman.
relations with that girl or lady or whatever. But so each time you have to relight it. I'm just trying to
No,
learn something because I'm not a smoker.
well, cigars are not like cigarettes. So you don't have to relight a cigar if you light it right. You can light a cigar wrong and it'll burn. So you light it right, it won't burn. But the other biggest thing is the way they put tobacco in a cigar, it will burn without you smoking it. But it will do that for about, 10 minutes or so. Then it will extinguish itself. But most of the time, it's like anything else. You want to put from a cigar maybe every minute, like that. So,
Oh, wow. Okay.
yeah. I can't go nowhere. I don't have no pets. I don't have no girlfriend. What else can a man do?
He say, what else can a man do? He put it out there. Okay, for our viewing audience that's watching, look, he don't have no pets. You want to get him a dog or a cat? He don't
No,
have
no, 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 no.
No, he
Take
did
that
say he
back.
was looking.
on his email.
Listen to me. Listen to me as I say this. I only want to clean up my own mess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know that's right.
Yeah, I don't
But
want to clean up my
let's
mess.
talk a little bit about that. I mean, about like, and at some point, like when you get used to being by yourself and only worrying about yourself, it's not that you want to keep it that way, but you kind of get used to that, right? And it can be kind of enjoyable when you can do what you want, you can say it the way you want, you can come and go, you can
Well,
clean.
well, for me, it's not really the fact that I've been by myself, shit, 20, 30 years, but it's
That's been
not
a
like, yeah, but it's not the fact that I enjoy being by myself. I can be by myself. If somebody else in my life, that'd be great, but if they don't, I'm not pushing
okay.
it.
You saying you okay either way.
Yeah, it'll be a plus, but one thing now at this age that I am, you are as well. You got to understand that if anybody has life, your space, man, they got to understand you. You got to understand they come with flaws. Some come with baggage, and then you got to maneuver with. And then some people don't really want to communicate openly with you. And that's the biggest thing. So right now, for me, the biggest thing is, hey, just be real. If I don't like you, say you don't like me. If I ain't spending no time with you, say I ain't spending time with you. And I do the improve myself with you to make it happen. It works both ways. You just gotta talk. That's one thing people don't do anymore. They don't talk. They just assume.
Yeah, that's true. They make an ass out of you and me. But the thing is, communication is the key. And I think it comes with maturity too. As you get
That's the
older,
truth.
yeah, and you go through some things and you know the value of things change and the quality of people's space and time change. When you were in your 20s, you looked at things, even some 30s, you looked at things totally fly by night, fun, here today, gone tomorrow, whatever, 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 right? But you become more mature mind and set, you know, and like Cordell said, comfortability in your own skin where you could take it or leave it. I mean, everybody wants somebody, I'm quite sure, to compliment them. But when you're okay with it and you don't have anybody, that's a good thing too, because some have to go from person to person to person to person because they fear being alone. They don't want to be alone.
Well, see, that's true, but for me, that's not my fear. You know, the biggest fear for me at the state I'm in, can't be concerned about it. So it would be nice to be responsible for myself and someone else. But, it's like anything else. You love who you love. If they don't love you, well, you move on.
Yeah. Do you think it's the that's interesting. So if you are loving who you love and they do not love you back, do
It's
you
not gonna
think
work.
that
So
you're
we're
doing
gonna work.
yourself an injustice by staying with that situation? Because some
Well,
people grow into love with you, right? As time go on, they end up falling in love with you, right? You
well,
can
I'll
we
put it
agree
this
with
I'll
that?
put it this way, Donna. The clock is ticking. I ain't got time to wait.
Okay.
Okay? The
Yeah,
clock is ticking. So I ain't got 10 years to wait. I ain't got 15 years to wait. So
yeah,
it's like if you want to be real and want to experience some things that are comforting and conducive to your life, where you can share those experiences with somebody else, then fine. But if you can't, if you still want to be closed up and guarded and not be real, that's on you. That's not on me. So I'm not gonna waste my time. I'm just gonna say, hey, see you. Have a good night.
yeah.
See you later.
I mean, you bring up an interesting point when you become more mature minded and set and older, 40 plus. You do look at, I mean, basically you're middle age at 40 now because folks are living until about 80-ish, if that, 70 some, 75, 80. So at 40, you are realistically middle aged,
Yep,
Yeah.
I'm middle aged right now.
right?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a trip.
But the big question is, you have to be happy. So, right now I'm happy. I'm content. But, I look back. Nobody tell me you want to go to bed, pick up this, pick up that, clean this. It's got to get done. I know. But
But
mind
it's
you,
on your terms, and when
yeah,
you want when you
it's
want
one
that
on one.
that closeness, you get it. If you
Right.
you
But
know it,
those things can be shared. But the thing is that how much is that other party willing to share those things at the same time? Same energy as you. It might be one sided, might not be. So the only way to experience is just to try it. See if it works. If it works, fine. If it don't work, next.
Yeah, you have to, yeah. And I think as you get older, it's not that people are just playing games. It's just that, like you said, really, realistically speaking, your clock is ticking, and you don't have, like, in your 20s, you think about, you got this, I mean, somebody 50 years old is old to you, because you got all these years you figure ahead of you to make these mistakes, to get involved with this person, that person. If it don't work, 2 years, 3 years, on with the next. But when you get older and your clock is ticking, you don't have 3, 4 years to keep flipping the script and the pages to somebody new and starting all over again. Who wants to do that? Your blood pressure will hit the roof, and all
Well,
kinds of stuff will start happening
let's
doing.
put it this way. My blood pressure already hit the roof. That's why I'm smoking this cigar. I ain't let that pass me by. But I'm not gonna let people get me to that point. So
Right.
kindly always say, hey, I'm a nice guy, but if you push me to the corner or make me do some things I don't want to do, you're gonna bring something out of me I don't like. Oh, sure the hell you don't. So don't do it.
Yeah, don't do. And if you communicate that and give them the forewarning, and people know they know your character. I guess
Yeah,
that's kind of hard when you're just getting to know a person in the beginning. And that's why you take your time. You just don't rush into stuff and just think you know one another, because you don't.
the best way for me to learn somebody is really to observe
Yeah.
in their in the public in my space and just be around them and see how they react to certain things. Just you got to be observant. So
That's
maybe
how,
I'm talking too much, maybe I'm not, but
wouldn't
this is
you
what
guys agree with that, Gareth?
I agree. I agree.
I mean, just like Gareth, when you first, when you threw that line and got your wife, I'm quite sure you were some frogs you had to kiss before you found the right one, right? And you just you just don't have time to be wasting on something that you have a feeling in the beginning. You got to communicate. If it's not working, it's not going to work. You got to keep it going.
Yeah, yeah.
You got to move on. There's nothing worse than just stringing a person on because you just want somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And you know that it ain't a good fit, but it's a couple of good qualities in there. Maybe the clap is good. Maybe they do nice things for you. Whatever it is, and you hold on. But you know they not the one. I did a video not long ago about this. I mean, it's just you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time.
well, you're blocking your blessings and somebody else's blessings. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Because I know you've heard the stories. One door closes, another one open.
right.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as you
Yeah.
But
get
sometimes we don't see it that way. We going through that door. We're going through pain, anguish, depression, heartbreak. You know, sometimes confusion.
yeah, very well said. I mean, and so, everybody's different and every situation is different. And, you just raised some good thought provoking conversation with while we was talking about this. I didn't know we was going this way, but it's just interesting to just keep mindful that communication is the key. And I had did a video about um being 50 plus and by yourself as a woman. This conversation I had with someone, that there has to be something wrong with a person if they're single still at 50 years old.
I disagree. I
I
disagree with
totally
that.
disagree with
Yeah,
that.
I
I
disagree
said
with
that in
that.
the video. Why does it have to be something wrong with them? Because they may have chose to be single, or they may just be single because they waiting on the right something for them. They got out of something some years ago and they don't want to go into no bull crap and they're cool with it like this until that something comes along. Does something have to be wrong with you?
Well, if you ask an opinion, I would say no. So you're just
So if
waiting.
you met a woman, you guys, there's no women on here but me tonight. So if you met a woman and she was single, JJ is a little out of your league. Maybe, I mean, you like older women, maybe if she's 45 or something like that, but she's single and she's been through some stuff. Maybe she has kids, maybe not. She was married before, whatever. She's been through some
She
life.
might be in her 70s. Let me stop.
Some women looking good nowadays in their 70s.
Let me stop.
They looking real good out here. I mean, I know people ask this question when you're getting to know and you having dinner. They may say, "So what? Why are you still single?" Sometimes they ask you that. Why are you single?
That's a really invasive question, though.
So
Yeah,
is
it's
that
kind of
really a
broad too.
question to ask? Is
Yeah.
that really your business?
Yeah, I like what Cordell said. That's really broad as well.
Yeah.
It just leaves it out in the open. Like, where do you start? Like, and then when you're wondering what is the question
What's the
really
main
at?
intention instead of
Yeah, what
getting
is
an
the
answer
intention?
you want?
Yeah,
Yeah.
what is the intention of that question? Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, so
Just
what?
ask the question.
Just be glad that I am single and you're able to sit here and have dinner with me and get
That
to know me.
that's really the big point of it.
So
It's
that
not like I'm
ain't
a
got
crazy man or something like that. I'm not crazy.
I would just be glad that a brother is single and we getting to know each other and I ain't
right,
got to worry about your baby mamas or your ex-wife to breaking up my car windows and all that kind of stuff, right?
right.
So it has nothing. I mean, I just some people ask those kind of questions, but I just brought that up because that was so interesting to me. The topic of the older a person gets and they're in a single state, they're not married, they're not shacked up with somebody, something has to be really wrong with this person. No.
Well, I'll just say this that when you're well, I would say late 40s and beyond, you notice red flags. Sometimes you will address head on. Sometimes you will occur a second time, but you have to address them. You have to deal with them. So they can't, because otherwise it's just happening over and over.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying to really check that person real hard, but say, you know, I'm not somebody else's experience, so it doesn't work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you get to a point where you start asking yourself some kind of questions and
Yeah,
weighing stuff
yeah.
because like,
Like,
the
like
thing you don't want my thing is you don't want to waste your time. You just don't want to waste. Time is precious. Life is precious. You
Well,
don't want time to be wasted.
I think the thing to say to a question of why are you single is you can say I'm very selective, and that puts them on the spot. Like, well, I chose you to have a conversation with you, but I'm also very selective. So if you don't fit within my certain criteria, it's gonna be some
you don't check
problems.
all the boxes.
Yeah, you don't check my certain boxes, we might have a problem.
Oh my God. Some people do have boxes,
Hmm.
check, little check offs. Oh my God. The dating world out here is kind of scary because you do run into a little bit of everything. And people are guarded and they have their own little thing,
And people be lying.
Yeah,
That be my main thing. They be lying. Like, what you got to lie for? I'm coming at you 100% with the truth, and
they
you
got a
over here
lie to kick.
lying.
They got a
Yep.
lie to kick it.
You ain't got nothing in
Lie to kick it, Gary.
it.
Lying
Over
again.
here
Lying again.
catfishing.
Like, why? Why? 'Cause,
You
the
look well. You
truth, but the truth is gonna come out. It's gonna come out.
Yeah, in due time, the truth will always rear its head, no matter what. So you could pretend like you ain't this way or that way, but one day something's gonna pop up and you gonna say, "Oh, really?" Hmm.
I mean,
Yeah.
they be lying. They be holding back and telling people start telling lies about the type of career they do, where they work at. They don't have no kids and they got 10 of them. I mean, come on. You thought she ain't gonna find out you got all them babies. Why you just didn't say it?
Or
Well,
they'll even lie about keeping their house clean. You go to their house and it's trash. And he was like, "This is not a clean house.
No,
What are you talking about?"
it's trash. It's all kinds of stuff.
Ugh,
And
what is
especially if you
that?
go in there, if you,
Just just backyard haven't been mowed in what looks like a couple of years. It looks scary.
I know it do something, jump out. Don't walk back there. You be done had something going on.
Don't open that back screen door. It might have a whole village back there coming inside your house.
You know, the kitchen, the bathroom, and your main living room, when people walk in your house, you can close your bedroom door. Ain't nobody got to see in there unless you want them to come on in there for some reason. But your hit and miss parts of your house, somebody's going to want to use your bathroom. If your bathroom is nasty, come on.
Those the first two red flags. The kitchen dirty and the bathroom dirty.
They go in
Run.
your kitchen to get some water, your kitchen, your stove, your refrigerator,
Because that
filthy.
means because if the kitchen dirty, that means that they utensils ain't clean, and if the bathroom dirty, that means that their body ain't clean. So they probably not washing their hands on a regular basis. That means they ain't washing their utensils in the kitchen. They probably eating on dirty dishes. Need I go on?
Mm-mm.
Don't care nothing about sanitation or nothing. Just having the house just filthy.
Then they wonder why they got them doggone infections, rashes, and all that.
Ugh,
Thing is, you just gotta take care. You gotta take care. You
ugh.
know, I mean, you don't have to lie to kick it. I know somebody be lying about they got a house. They got a house somewhere. They don't stay at it. They stay
Oh,
close.
they're renting. They're doing real estate.
Yeah, they stay close up to their job. They got a house out here in Timbuktu, and they go. And every time you turn around and say something about going to the house, there's always a reason why you can't go to the house.
you think that's something? I remember once I was at the club here in Sacramento, and I was ordering a drink. I was standing at the bar, and this guy said, "Hey, yeah, I live in Marin County for 2 years." And I said, "You live in Marin?" And then it dawned on me. I said, "Yeah, you was in Marin County, right? You was in Quinton. You was in Quinton for 10 years, which is in Marin County. That's
Oh
why you don't live in Marin
wow.
County."
Oh, he wasn't quitting?
Yeah,
So he was lying, but not quite lying.
it is.
Dang.
That is crazy. Tell the truth, grown folks. Tell the truth. Don't lie to kick it for real. Just tell the truth. A person will respect you even more so and may even want to be on your team if you're truthful. If you're deceiving them, lying, making up stories, whatever, it's going to come to light. And then a person is going to feel like they can't trust you with anything because you
And
lie.
then word of mouth is an MF because if you on these dating apps, they can go around on these dating apps and tell everybody that you what kind of fraud you was doing. So
Yeah.
just tell the truth.
This one person was telling me they was on this dating site and the girl just always had upper body shot pictures, gorgeous upper body shots, never anything, below the waist. And so she never told them that she was the big one. So when they finally did the meet and greet, and she gets out the car, and they saw that she was extremely large, they felt like they were that this person misled them, wasn't I,
Catfished.
and catfished them, and this and that, and they was just so shocked because from the waist up, you got filters, you got stuff to just make you look glamorous. they didn't look like, because some people don't carry the weight in the face like that and all that. They got this bottom body bigness, but they felt like they were really, really deceived with that, and so the person never saw them again. So I say just keep it 100. Be you.
Yeah.
You know, if you got upper body shots, that's fine, but you need to have one or two bottom body shots. And if you heavy, you heavy. If you skinny, you skinny. If you tall, you tall. If you short, you short. You know, some brothers will say they 6'2", and you meet them and they 5'6". Why you thought that they wasn't gonna know the difference when they meet
You
you?
Well,
know, it's so funny because people are so in I don't want to say artificial, but they're stuck on this height requirement. So there was times I used to say, "Hey, I'm only 5, and I'm 10," but I was about to say 5'3". Does it matter? I'm a short guy.
mm-hmm.
Oh, it don't matter. Well, dude, does it really? Tell me. If it does, I just want to know. So be
And then
real.
you say yes, no, or what?
Yeah. And then I'll say, no, I'm not 5'3". You know.
So if they say, well, I kind of wanted someone a little taller, and then
Yeah.
you know right off that even if they go head on and meet with you and halfway like you, that's gonna come up to be an issue because they really are into taller dudes. You know what I mean?
I've been told I'm too tall, believe it or not.
Really?
I've been told that before. I was shocked. I was like, oh, you would think that that's what you wanted somebody. I've been told I was too tall for them before. So
Wow.
there is that. People just picky. People like what they like.
Yeah.
You know, people are really funny. JJ, I've been told during my lifetime, been told a lot of things. Been told, you know, too tall. I sound like a white.
I've been told
I'm,
that one. I've been told that one. Sound like a white dude.
I'm, I'm, I'm overeducated.
I've been told that.
I never lived in the hood. You know, um,
You
Yeah, I'm from.
somebody has cat at you saying you
No
were
people. No
more
people say. Yeah, people.
educated and you
Yeah,
never
people
yeah,
said I'm lying that I'm not from Oakland.
and I
Like,
never lived in the hood. Yeah, and
yeah,
uh, and I also heard what was the other one? I had a girl once tell me I was gay at a club, and then it was really funny because the girl that I was seeing came into the club and came out on the dance floor and started dancing with me, and she said, "Well, he's mine." And I said, "Oh, I guess I'm still gay, huh?"
Oh
I
my
know that's right.
Yeah.
God. Mm. Well, you know, you gotta be, I'm telling you, Gareth, you better be glad you tucked away. You got the missus. You're not
Yeah.
out here in the line of the dun the living in the piranhas of the sea. They out here, boy. They out here. But anyway, let's move to our inquiring minds want to know
Uh
question.
oh. Inquire minds.
We we didn't talked a little bit too much.
Cause yeah, I got to do some paperwork, so I was hoping we would wrap it up
Yeah, we're
soon,
gonna
but
wrap it up early. I'm gonna do the inquiring
okay,
minds want to know, and tonight
okay,
is gonna be our last little bubble because you know, yeah, we gotta wrap it up early tonight. But here we go. Let's
okay.
real quick and help this person out. Okay. I spilled some water on my little notebook, so it's kind of blurred, but I'm gonna try to figure this out. Okay. It goes like this. I'll start off by saying that I love my husband. We had some bumpy roads and some good times in the past 3 years. The first 2 years of marriage were bliss. We've been together a total of 5 years. Fast forward 5 years and one child forward, I cheated with someone that we both know. My husband took on an extra job to plan for purchasing a home soon. I work and our child is 3 years old. I get no quality time, no date, and sex has dwindled down to twice a month. I am frustrated to say the least. The one I cheated with plays golf with my hubby when he does have the free time to do so. He has fallen hard for me and has threatened to tell it all,
Ooh,
not come forward with the truth. I didn't sign up for that, and he knew I was married. My husband is great, a good provider, and loves me. I was just lonely and frustrated. What should I do about
the golf buddy though.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing.
That's
He's not
so
it?
really
business.
he's not really a friend, is he?
No.
They
No, and then
play
he
golf together. They got golf balls and caddy and this and that. They go to the. So they must be pretty cool.
Yeah,
Anybody
but
you play golf with, right? You cool with.
at some point in time, he probably knows too much about his wife.
Because they was probably talking and
Yeah,
sharing this and that. And so now the dude is putting her in
mm,
a spell for her. She didn't, she's been lonely. She didn't gave up the cookie. He didn't got all into her, and now he's threatening to tell.
well, is he willing to take care of her finances and the divorce proceedings and all of that? And how far is that? Is he willing to go, or is he just being malicious,
yeah,
a malicious side dude?
Interesting question. Hmm.
Because I know somebody personally that went through that, and um they had the nerve to call back and later, why did you stop talking to me? And the person was like, well, you told my spouse everything. What you thought was gonna happen? You thought I was gonna run to you? What was you gonna do for me?
right.
You know?
I mean, that is the ultimate betrayal. I mean, it's betrayal all over the globe with this, but
Well,
to go and
hey,
tell, and you knew. Now, if a person didn't tell you in the beginning that they were married or something, you found out in a bumpy kind of way, but you knew,
Yeah, that's
and
pretty
you
big.
knew the husband because y'all play golf together.
I guess you want to fight the husband. Is that a goal here too? Like,
Yeah,
it seemed like the dude want to fight the husband because that's he's gonna come to the golf course with some golf clubs and stop you upside the head. Then what you gonna do about that?
So,
I'm sorry,
sounds
I'm scared.
dangerous. Sounds too
Yeah,
dangerous.
I'm starting.
I mean, shouldn't she
Dangerous.
just tell her? Shouldn't she just tell her husband?
that's
Well,
one. That's one
hopefully
advantage.
she would have told her husband a long time ago, but you try to not think about these things, but it's so sad that they happen, man, because here you are probably confiding in this guy after playing 9 holes of golf and probably having a drink in the clubhouse. And
Hmm.
this guy's probably listening to all this stuff and then he calls his wife and says, hey, I left something at your house. I want to just come by. And they get to talking and one thing leads to another, you know.
So I
This
mean, either way it goes, she's gonna lose. Hmm.
She made a bad move.
She said she got a good husband. He's a good man. He just ain't giving. But he's working jobs apparently, trying to build a better future for them to have a home and this and this and that.
yes, he's doing all the right things in her eyes. But one of the things is most women, not all, but most women want to feel like, hey, show me some time as well.
You gotta. I understand we gotta do what we gotta do to build our family and our home and our situation. You gotta have that quality time though. You gotta have it, man. You gotta have it.
Well, she stands to lose all the quality time, so she better have some plans set in place.
Day, be tender. Be tender.
I am being tender.
He
Hey,
lost it on a
I'm being more
remote
tender than
golf
the
club.
husband will be. How about that?
So, what do y'all think? The guy is threatening to tell the husband. Should she just go on and let him tell, or should she tell the husband?
No, I would prefer to hear from her than him.
What
If I
man
heard
wants to
from,
hear from another man that he's been cool with, that you've been all up in and on my woman?
yeah, I'd rather hear from my wife.
You gonna get hurt.
Yeah, and then okay, the dude. It looks like the dude is looking to break up this relationship just for fun. Um, he probably don't really care that he's messing up a
May
marriage.
not even want her like that.
Yeah, he might not even want her like that. He just like to start trouble.
Because
So
at the end of the day, usually in situations like that, you don't end up trusting that person because you feel like they may do you like that. She was married and stepped out on her husband.
Well, the thing is, really, the way I see it, I could be wrong, but she made a bad mistake. Will she do it again? We don't know. One thing we do know for sure, her mistake might cost her a marriage. So because he's not going to trust her, it's really hard to do that with his wife, but she had a role to play in that too. So it
uh,
cuts
They
both
have
ways.
a child, you guys.
yeah, but people do this all the time with children. This ain't nothing new. And I'll say this: what she needs to do is prepare for a confrontation on all fronts. Whether it's the confrontation, I mean, the dude seems like the side dude seems like he's trying to be controlling.
Or do you
So
think she should set up a meeting with all of them and just lay it on the table?
it's gonna be Jerry Springer. I
She don't
think
want to do that.
she don't want to do that. First of
Oh,
all,
that
you
wouldn't
She don't
work
want to
out.
do that.
It should just be her and her husband.
the
Yeah,
dude needs to make the side dude needs to make sure his head don't get hit by a golf club.
But once her husband tell once her
Because,
once
because
she
this is a
tell her
crime of
husband,
passion.
he is
yeah,
gonna get clubbed.
yeah.
Sorry.
He take it out right there on the golf course.
Because he
Yeah.
gonna start flashing back on everything he told him all the
Mm.
time they was hitting the ball and he was confessing, whatever. He didn't told this man something about what's happening. Probably that I ain't giving her none, but twice a month. I know I gotta get, but we trying to get this house. It's something.
And he probably smoking a cigar on the golf course like I'm hitting that every day in
Yeah,
his
after
head.
you telling me you doing it twice a month. Yeah, nigga, she ain't the prize. Excuse me. She ain't the prize because I'm taking care of that. Ooh, ooh.
But see, you can't trust
Right,
nobody.
right.
What
See,
Tupac
there
say?
comes
I don't
Donna.
trust nobody.
You don't trust
Didn't
nobody?
Tupac say that? That's what Tupac said. I don't trust nobody.
That's right. Well, Tupac, rest in peace. I hear you, my brother. But
So
the thing
hell,
is,
she should just bite the bullet, tell her husband what happened, how it happened, and pray that he don't go 51-50.
And go offer a go cheat on me card. Like here you go, I cheated on you, can cheat back.
think
That
that
might work, but it might not. You know, might be devastated, and then again, he might say, "Oh well, what the hell? You want them, you can have them, but everything else stays in the house, but you."
Well, I'll just say this. Thank you guys for your feedback, but I'll say this. That's pretty scandalous for somebody to play golf with, and you're apparently friends, and here you are boning my wife, and then you gonna blackmail my wife into telling you. So you must not have no fear in him knowing, because you saying either you tell him, maybe he want her to just tell him she's having an affair and maybe not disclose it's him. I don't know. But he's saying you tell him, or he's gonna tell him. I think he said.
Yeah, he thinks he's gonna be with her possibly, but he also might not care.
She said he threatened to tell it all. He threatened to tell it all to the husband if she doesn't come forward with the truth.
Oh, he trying to get hit with a golf cart into a lake.
So he don't care if the husband go 51-50 on him, right? So he must think
That's what it sounds like. He said, "Bring it on."
he must think he's a little wimp or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. He probably thinks he's a whip and won't do nothing.
Yeah.
But we tried. We tried to get this lovely lady the best advice we could. We're gonna wrap it up and say what? She needs to meet with her husband, and she needs to tell him straight up before do.
Yeah.
Make sure to have a
This week.
make sure to have a witness or a family member there, something that could help you.
What when she's so that
Yeah, if he get angry and try to, we don't know how the husband gonna react. She might want to. She
What
might want.
the husband would act like what's that rapper's name? Cash Doll. She had a record out a few years back called Crazy. What? Take the knives, take the gun, take anything that would harm me, lock them up, put them away, and move everything out of the house and tell the guy.
Everything
You
is a
made me
weapon,
sick.
though.
I mean, I
Yeah.
would be to tell somebody that I
This
love.
tripod is a weapon.
That this brother probably don't even get his hair cut no more. His beard probably is shabby, everything, because he's trying to work these jobs, save this money so they can get a house. Ain't no telling what he may lose it. You telling me I've been doing all this, I've been loving on you, trying to take care of you, my daughter, do this and this and that, and you out here getting down with my golf buddy, and now you're telling me because you was threatened to tell me. What if you hadn't been threatened to tell me? How long was you gonna keep doing this?
It was gonna be on and on, Erica Badu.
I wouldn't want to go to sleep around him. I would be like, oh, remember that movie Sleeping with the Enemy?
Sleep with it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he turned on the can labels front side.
For
Yeah.
real.
That's why I turn my can labels around. I don't want to see no.
When I
You don't want. You gotta pay.
I feel sorry for this lady a little bit. I hope she gets the help she needs. She's probably gonna need therapy after this. I would strongly suggest that. Be prepared to lose her husband. In the marriage and all of that. Be prepared to.
What can she do to really make it up to him? Because she might be in the doghouse for a long time.
Go cheat for free card.
Is she willing to put up with that?
I mean, the trust.
Go for open marriage. Maybe y'all might be into that. Maybe there's somebody he's interested in that maybe y'all might want a threesome. Maybe that'll spice things up. Who knows?
Yeah,
maybe this might.
That he's trying to.
Well, he has to. For one thing, I don't know what, but that quality time got to be there, and that twice a month just ain't. I mean, I don't know.
Instead of going to golf, spend time with your woman. Ooh, did I
they
say
don't
that?
say how old they are, but they got a 3-year-old child, so they ain't 80 years old. But the thing is, twice a month, you only hitting it twice a month.
Time for divorce.
That we need to. That's not good.
I gotta have it at least twice a week.
At least minimum.
That's minimum.
4-5 times a week is great, but minimum twice a week. Ain't that right, Gary?
That's right. Yeah.
You can't beat
I
how
guess
can you be married with somebody that you got somebody? Now, there's people who don't have nobody and they just get with somebody every blue moon. They may go a month. They may have to because they not in, and they don't have a regular partner. But you married. You got somebody
That's what I
in
tell
there
my wife.
next to you every night, whether they
That's
go
what
or not. Like
Lee.
a month.
yeah, that's every check, y'all. Every check, every time you get paid for work, you go in and
Every
do it.
2 weeks, we gonna get some wookie wookie. Every 2 weeks, payday. Payday.
My name.
You getting her allowance every 2 weeks, right?
And then you got it clockwork. What if you feel like getting it before payday or after payday?
I guess it's like a cash advance?
I owe you.
Direct
I owe
deposit.
you. I owe you.
I ain't trying to make fun of the
I
situation,
owe you.
but I'm like, girl, y'all need to go to counseling
Yeah,
because, and he got to be sit down and think about some things because dude, I know you trying to make it happen.
Unless he got something on the side that he ain't saying that we don't know about.
He may have something else going
he
on.
might have something on the side, but be mad that his wife got something on the side. I've heard
Well,
of
it's
that
probably gonna
happening
come
too.
out once dude spilled the
Hmm.
beans on the golf course and he hit him upside the head with the club. Then he probably gonna say
I
that's
owe
all
you.
because
Never mind.
I've been with Tabitha for 2 years too.
Mm.
You know
Well,
what I'm saying? But I
Oof.
stayed with you because you got pregnant with my child. I went on and married you. Woo, 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 woo. You know how the story go. But anyway,
Yeah,
we wish them the best. We gonna try to end our
we
show
do.
because it is 9:30, I believe.
yes, it is.
9:30 just about. But I want to say I appreciate you guys. We ended in a little quick today, but we will be back next Sunday. We're gonna get back on track with things and make it do what it do. And I look forward to seeing you guys, when you can't make
No.
it, understand, but when you can, we all here to do. And just try to be safe. We got rain, we got bad weather, we got things going on out
We
here.
we got snow out here.
I bet
Hmm.
y'all can stay out there because I don't need none of that.
I'm gonna be dancing in it. You'll see.
Yeah, do
Okay.
some videos for us.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some videos done.
Do some videos for us.
Do
And
some Tic
I'm with
Tocking in the
Lionel
snow.
Richie.
what you say, Gary?
No, me like Lionel Richie.
Energy?
No, I didn't. No, you
Oh,
not me
no.
like Lionel
Like
Richie.
Lionel Richie.
Lack of
Yeah,
energy.
yeah. No, Lionel Richie, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Lionel
Yeah,
Richie.
yeah.
All
Hmm.
night long. That
Yeah.
song. What you talking about? Lionel Richie and what?
You was living in the snow.
Oh, Lionel Richie was
Oh,
dancing in
it
the
was in the
snow.
snow.
He gonna
Okay,
be like
okay.
Lionel Richie dancing in the snow. I thought he was talking about his song all night long.
I'm gonna have to find that
I'm
song.
thinking about the 2 times a month. My mind's still stuck on that. I'm like,
Get that 2 times a month.
okay, that's for another show for real. Anyway,
Yeah.
guys, thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for the viewing audience for hanging in there. We got it together, y'all. We gonna have some interesting stuff to talk about next week. JJ, I want you to your homework last show. We were touching on, and I'm gonna just leave you with that was the sex change, man to woman and woman to man.
Oh
And
yeah, I couldn't remember for the
we was
life of me, and I
gonna
couldn't find the notebook I wrote it in.
yeah, we're
I
gonna
actually
dig
did.
a little
I
deeper into that next week on
I
the
recently did more
show.
research on that, so that'll be
Yeah, we
interesting.
want to talk a little bit more about how that goes and you know, doing it.
Okay.
Somebody transitioning.
But
Yeah.
what you
Talk
say?
about transition.
Yeah, I wish we could have this conversation with someone who has transitioned because they can also talk more about their personal experience.
I know.
Someone who likes the experience and someone who regrets the experience that exists out there, and
Wow.
their story needs to be told. But I'll get on that research.
Y'all have to throw that line out there. Anybody watching tonight? If you hit me, DGRIER 12,000 at yahoo.com if you want to be a part of our show next week, talking about transitioning female to male, male to female, surgically, doing the whole revamping, your experiences, and or if you know of somebody who's been through it, we like to hear it. We like to talk about it. Table talk, grown folk style, right here on Donna Smith Show. Table talk with my lovely panel. Thank you, Gareth, JJ, Cordell. I'll see you guys next Sunday, same time, same place. Appreciate you. Now let me figure out how to do what I got.